Monica, as I told you, I'm going out of the country end of this week. I really need a graduate to be employed here. What do you think and what's the idea? Actually, I've searched everywhere. I've not seen any. That's why I come to find an idea.
Madam, na me na graduate na.
Are you sure?
Yes na. You no see me.
So you're really a graduate?
Yes na, madam, check out.
Which of the university have you attended?
That university na.
So you really mean you are a graduate?
Yes na.
Nigeria education is a scam.
If I said Nigeria education is a scam, will you agree? Knowledge, they say, is power. And the process of acquiring this power is called education. And the seat of that knowledge that is acquired through education is the mind or the brain. And since everyone is born with empty brain, it becomes incumbent on us that we all go through a process of acquiring knowledge, which is power, so as to fit in properly into the society of today. But the prime question I am asking today is that, does Nigeria education have the structure that can transform its polity into the desired nation? Let's go to the street and listen to what people have to say about the Nigerian education. There and then, I will submit my humble opinion based on my research to hand over knowledge with precision. In the pre-colonial era, that's in the Nigerian traditional settings, that is what we used to have before the era of the colonial masters, knowledge was transferred with precision. As such, you find out that and heir to the throne, the next king, the prince, learns every art of the society by heart. He knows the cultural values. It determines what goes on in the society, what happens among the chiefs, and the same thing happened in every occupational series in the pre-colonial era. You see the herbalist, he can give you every herb to cure all the diseases that are brought to him. The same thing an the hunter, the fisherman, and all of them, even the debia, can divine for you, having upstairs in his mind all the verses of the oracle, and he can tell you point blank what is happening to your life. And that was the pre-colonial era, where knowledge was transferred with precision, without writing down a dot. Then let's consider what the colonial era has to offer. If during the colonial era, when you graduate from, let's say, primary school or standard school, you automatically become a teacher. In other words, without going to any teacher training college, you can teach pupils in all the classes you have passed through. And then you automatically transfer the full knowledge you have acquired to the coming generation. Unfortunately, in this era, where Nigeria clamor for education, you realize that it becomes very difficult for you to even have a secondary school graduate who can teach pupils in primary school, or even graduates from the university or other tertiary institution who can properly handle students in secondary school. With this, I am convinced beyond every reasonable doubt that Nigeria has failed woefully to transfer knowledge with precision. In other words, the Nigerian educational system has continued to produce unemployable, illiterate graduates year in, year out. In my research on solution to unemployment problem in Nigeria, it came stark naked to me that the number one problem to unemployment problem in Nigeria is the Nigerian educational system. And I have since 2010 challenged anyone who think otherwise to challenge me to a debate on this vis-a-vis unemployment against Nigeria educational system. To start with, you look at the structural hierarchical position of the Nigeria education. First of all, in the classification and hierarchical structure and importance of the Nigerian education, you place the university high, followed by technical school or technological school, then by colleges of education. This is a misorder in itself. In addition to incessant strike that plague our educational system, and at the end of the day, you have nothing to write home about Nigerian education. I will quickly tell you, in every society, there are at least 3 structures or 3 sectors that are supposed to salvage this condition of the country. Number one, the judiciary, which is supposed to be the justice custody of the nation, where justice is dispensed. Secondly, you have the media, who is supposed to be the voice and the image maker of the nation. And thirdly, you have the financial institution that is supposed to be the wealth hub of the nation. But of what importance, of what value has these 3 sectors added to Nigerian educational system? What if you find out that the generation of the corrupt judges in Nigeria are products of the Nigerian law school? How will you take that? Who will dispense justice? I have looked at it over and over again, and I am lending my voice to the government of the day that Nigeria needs to get its educational structure very right if the polity will move to the desired end. On this note, I call on the Nigerian government to take seriously the place of education. Otherwise, in no distant time, this nation will crumble at the bedrock of ignorance. This is the voice of its oracle, the voice that must be heard, the voice that must be adhered to, the voice that is championing the revolutionary move, channeling the course of life towards a better end, and teaching men to fulfill their destinies in life via the word of faith and holiness. Please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, Just Israel Outreaches. Just Israel Outreaches. And you will never regret you did. Thank you.